Hey guys, welcome to Isaiah's Reviews. My name is Isaiah, and today I want to talk about Vivint. I want to talk about the Vivint panel in particular, and some of the attachments that we can attach to it, how to do that. And I mean by controllers, the light controllers, which are Z-Wave brand is what I would recommend because they're kind of cheap, $40. And also the keypad, the wireless keypad thing, or the wireless unlock that they offer. I have an alternative to that, which is a keypad. But I want to cover on today, it's been 8 months after purchasing Vivint. I want to kind of go over how I feel after 8 months, go through the panel, show you how to update the panel manually, show you how to add things to it, and also discuss just some general stuff along the way. I also want to let you know up front that there is a big update coming this summer. They contacted me because I did another video. I'll leave a link to it. It's lengthy. It's like my fourth video, I think, fourth or fifth video on my channel. So I go really in depth and may ramble on and stuff. And it'd be cool for you to watch that and see if I've progressed any. What I want to hit on is the CEO is Todd Pedersen, right? Well, if you know Undercover Boss, Vivint was on there like a few weeks ago. I highly recommend if you're looking or already own the system, obviously you're looking into it, you might already own it and just checking out other videos, but see if you can find that Undercover Boss episode and watch that. That was super informative about how the company runs, and the CEO, which is very important. He's the founder of the company. I'll talk a little bit about what I found out on the show, but I want to kind of leave it open for you to go watch yourself. But one of the biggest things that stood out to me is the guy's knowledge on technology is limited. It's like non-existent. Like some of the basic features of a computer and things to do, he doesn't know how to do that, and he openly admitted that he does not know how to do anything tech-wise, which blew my mind. And I think that's a downside for the company because, how's he going to relate to what changes someone else wants to make if he's the CEO, if he's the founder, which he sold the company for like, I don't know, billions of dollars or whatever it was. But the cool thing is the man is a humongous family man. It looks like he's you can catch someone's drift a little bit. He's, whether or not they're devoted to their family or their wife or whatever else. And he's heavily invested in the Mormon faith. You can tell that. You can tell like he's a good guy. And I do like that about him. And going through the whole experience of Undercover Boss might have opened his eyes to some things about maybe getting him more involved with the company than what he is now, which kind of scared me a little bit to be a member, or I consider myself a member of the Vivint family. I think anybody would be if you're investing in, this is home protection. It hits a little closer to home than purchasing a TV or some other electronic. You're relying on this thing to protect your family when you're away, or to protect your home when you're away and notify you of any kind of break-ins or anything going on. But with all that said, let's go into looking at the panel and seeing if there's some stuff you didn't know, some stuff to help you save some money, and to maybe not persuade you, but give you some tips and an idea of what to expect if you thought about going with this brand. Okay, so basically what we have here is, of course, the screen and my little finger. And I'm going to show you here, you got a clock, the date and time. You can also see here your little forecast. You can see it's 30 degrees right now. It's supposed to get down to 21 tonight. Cloudy, sunrise. This comes from the Weather Channel. And that's kind of all you got. Really basic. That's one of the things I noticed on watching Undercover Boss. They mentioned that they want to stay kind of simple. And really, simplicity, until it comes to the security standpoint, is all you need in a monitor like this, because does everyone have a tablet or something? Yeah, I do. So I don't need all the apps that are kind of overly glorified on some of the other companies. ADT. So anyway, we'll go through the list and go from there. Security. You can arm away. Arm stay is if you're going to bed or something like that. And make sure I've learned this, okay? If you have the glass break alarms and stuff throughout your home like I do, I have the windows and glass break, so I'm like nothing's getting in here without setting something off. But you can't, I set it whenever I'm watching TV in the bedroom, or I know I'm not going to watch like anything loud in the living room. But if you're like going to watch a movie and you've got surround sound out of this planet or even remotely decent, it will like hit this explosion or glass breaking sound, and your alarm's gonna go off and scare the mess out of you, because that happened to me. And the good thing is they called right away, boom, instant, through the panel, and then you talk to them through the panel. Now, one of the things I will say that I do not like about this company, and they watch videos on them. There's employees that's watched my videos and commented about how they love working for Vivint. And I like that. That's awesome to have workers readily admit they love the company. That's a big plus. But one of the things I wish that they would fix that's been on my other security company stuff is whenever you have an incident, an accidental alarm, and they have to call, ask for the security word. The one word that you create. And regardless of what word you say, they're going to say, "Thank you, Mr., Mrs., whatever. Have a great day," and hang up the phone. And if it was wrong, they're going to call the police. Okay? Because what that does is somebody breaks into your home, they've got you at gunpoint or whatever. They call, say, "Okay, is everything all right? Well, we don't need your security word, bye." And that's the way it is, or your 4-digit whatever. Every time they call, they should have to ask for your number, your arm and disarm number, or your password, so that you can alter that and change it, and the assailant does not know that you've done that, and they would act like everything's okay. That's a huge flaw to me. That is the biggest flaw in this system that needs that. If it had that, it would be hands down probably the perfect system. But that lacking there can get you into a pickle, okay? Nobody wants to get into a pickle, I guess. Emergency window there, which is here too, a little quick button there for that. But if you got something going on, you can hit one of those. You got history. You can view all your past occurrences there with your alarms and disarms and whatnot. You can create a delay. You can silence. Got some settings here. I would ask you to set in your PIN. Voila, I'm back. So now you got system test, system status, chime and voice, bypass sensors, view all sensors. And that's it. So let's do chime and voice. Got back door, and you can set that up to however.
Basement door.
Yeah, or chime. Good God.
Basement door. Basement door.
Thank you. Okay. Whatever. But I like that because if I'm setting up here, somebody breaks in, it's going to tell you what door it just someone opened. So go that route. System status. System's ready to arm. It is not armed now. I'm not going to do the test. That's it for security. Now I want to go to devices. Okay. All right. Now my lights. I have one light. Okay. We'll get into. I can power this on. Boom. The light just went off. Alright, power it now, power it on. It's also on the app too. I'll show you at the end. I'll run through the app real quick and show you some stuff, but you can control it from here or there or whatever. Your thermostats you got there. I've got 2 of those connected, no big deal. Cameras. I don't have any cameras on this system. I would encourage you to go, in my opinion, third party, like aftermarket, other than Vivint camera system with the DVR, and you hide the DVR and you put the 8-channel camera system or whatever with a DVR around. That's what I would do personally, or set up some other kind of camera system. I have a camera system set up and it's not with Vivint, and it works great and I can manage just fine. I don't need it all integrated in one app, and that's fine. Alright, look away. Alright, so it's got your users. You can set those guys up, your security. We've already kind of looked at that earlier. Devices, lights, thermostat, check network. Rediscover a network, that's for your router stuff. I won't get into that. Panel settings, this is where you can control all the stuff you see in front of you, nothing crazy. You can change the wallpaper, the theme, your Fahrenheit, blah, 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 all that stuff. Reboot your panel. I've had to do that once for whatever reason. I think it was my app was not communicating, and that was early on. And when I got this, they had just come out with this panel, so there's like no reviews. I was like the super mega guinea pig if there ever was one for it, and I got it and it worked great. So probably why it's got like the other one's got like over 10,000 views or something, is because it was the very first, probably one of the first reviews for it. Cameras are not in the network, you don't see that. And now this is where you're going to install everything like Z-Wave related or whatever. Installer toolbox. Now it's going to ask for the installer pin. Well, if I didn't like take hours of my life and look up what the installer pin is, and it's a generic installer pin, which is 2203, there's no harm in knowing that, because before you to get to this, you have to have your 4-digit pin, your personal pin. Okay, so we've entered our installer code, and say you bought a GE Z-Wave wireless lighting control appliance module, and I'll leave a link to that. That's what I have to control my lights in the house. It's $40 a pop for them. On one side, you get a plug-in port for the lamp that you want the light to come on and off with, and on the other side, you have just a standard outlet that will not be controlled by this unit here. So you got one that's flowing constant power out of it. The other one can be turned on or off by your app or this control panel. So to add that, you're going to go to, if it's a Z-Wave product, you go to Z-Wave and add node. See, it says ready to identify device, instructions. I mean, it kind of lays everything out for you. Initiate the inclusion sequence on the device now. So basically you plug it up, there's a button on it, you push it, it'll recognize it, you click it, and you're done. I mean, that's pretty much it. So if you want to view all your nodes with your Z-Wave products, there it lists them all, and my lights and stuff are all listed on there too, and all your stuff will be too. Now here's but you see everything's kind of laid out. So if you want to run diagnostics, you can. If you want to do other things, you can. So this basically gets you to a expert menu option there, of course, like an installer. Hello. And you got a lot of manual controls to that. So now we're still in the installer toolbox. Let's scroll through here. We can do a system test, blah, 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 networking, cameras, key fob behavior, central station reporting and troubles, emergency button, sensor bypass, bell cutoff, system options, system registration for whenever you first get it. And now the big update one. That's the huge one that you can check on a regular basis, okay? I'm going to hit update. No updates found, huh? Current versions my 1.1.2.10784. So, yep. If I swap it down, nothing happens. Settings. It's just where it's update URL. That's where it goes to search for an update online. It basically pulls it off and uploads itself into it. So I'm cool with update. So that's awesome. I think it's been like 4 months ago since I did an update, so they haven't had one since for this. And I know they've had a lot for the app. So hey, whatever. Yeah, and I think, believe it or not, that's it. I mean, it's fairly simple, you know. Silent there, sound on. It's just super simple. There's a mode that you can push for cleaning. Let me show you that real quick. If I can find it. I never clean the thing because I never touch it. So, let's see. Look away. There it is. Screen cleaning mode. Activate. Now clean away. I don't have anything to clean it with, but you get the idea. It's going to be inactive for like 30 seconds or whatever it was, but not too bad, I don't think. It's not bad. I'll show you the app now. Once you go into the app, the home screen is pretty much that. You can put a custom picture for the background of the app. Now I have my finger over something I don't want you to see, which is my full name, which is probably easy enough to find. It ain't a big deal. But you got notifications down there. If a door stays open too long, it'll notify you that, hey, you know, you left the door open or something. You got your activity log down there, what all's happened, your settings, and you can get support. So let's just figure out what this support thing is, okay? How can I help you? It's got an automatic thing where you can search, I guess, previous stuff there. And it's got where you can call Vivint directly right there on there. So if you got any kind of questions, it's immediate to get in touch with them, and I like that a lot. We go back, and then there's my light control thermostat. Some people may have it like this, and they're like, why do I get the other thermostat if you got two? Just hit the number back up top, and then you got, your downstairs, upstairs thermostat or whatever. Move into that. You can click your cold or hot there and adjust your cool or warm temperature as is, and as you see fit. And then there's the other thing across the top, which will arm. I'll go ahead and arm this stang and see what happens. See how quick it reacts here. Counting down on the app. Boom. And then there's the red light there. So silent but deadly. And I'm going to disarm that and see how quick it reacts.
System disarmed. Ready to arm.
That's it. Well, alright, so that's kind of it. That's the Vivint after about 8 months or so, I guess. And I'm still completely satisfied with the system and the setup. Everything I have for it is nice. Everything kind of works flawless now. I'm excited about that new update. I wonder what... Must be something big, because I've caught wind of it not only on Undercover Boss online and a message that was left on my video about it from an employee. So they must be pretty excited about it, and it must be a complete overhaul of maybe everything. I don't know. Just curious about that. So anyway, this has been Isaiah's Reviews. Thank you for watching. Like I said earlier in the video, if you find that this is better, this is more informative than before in past videos, if you can see an improvement in the quality, everywhere, quality, dialogue, video, everything, just leave a comment down there. I'm just curious. Just let me know how I'm doing so I can get better. I'd really appreciate that, and I look forward to seeing you. I've got an Apaca box to unbox, and I have a Throwback Thursday, so I'll see you those times this week for sure. I don't think my loot crate will make it in because we've got some bad weather. Like today, we've had like snow out the wazoo. But anyway, I'm rambling. I'll see you with the unboxing or the Throwback Thursday. Thanks for watching. And of course, I forgot all about the keypad lock for your door, which kind of can save you a lot of money instead of getting the automatic keypad that they want you to buy. I'll leave a link to that in the description from Amazon. It's like $100, 90-something bucks. Well worth it. You're talking about, like, you're out there mowing the front yard or whatever else. You're thirsty. You got to run in the house and get something. The door's locked. Boop, 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 boop. Push the buttons. You're done. You're in. The wireless key lock is kind of gimmicky to me. I'm sure if you have it, it's worth it. But for the money, you can get something better quality out of that keypad. It's super simple to install. So head over there and look at that link on Amazon. It's actually got videos out the wazoo for you to see on how to install that. I did it in like 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, it was really easy, and I love it. This has been another Isaiah's Reviews. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, and share this to all your social sites. That helps get me to places I can't get to on my own, and I really do appreciate that, and I can't wait to see you again here on Isaiah's Reviews.